This episode is sponsored by Off the Beaten Path. Use code FEY10, that's FEY10, at checkout to get 10% off all of your music commissions. Thank you so much, Off the Beaten Path. Now please enjoy the episode. Hello everyone, and welcome to FeyFinders, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast navigating listeners into the vague and supernatural. My name is Sam, and I will be your Dungeon Master for this installment of the Dark Fairytales Anthology episode Huff and Puff. And playing with me today is the sensational shepherd.
Hello.
Why did that sound so scary?
Clever. Oh, yeah, it was. It's very ominous. The clever Kai.
Hello.
The fantastic fish.
Glub.
And last but not least, the tantalizing Trinity.
You know, Sam, I thought that sand was the finest thing in the universe, but then I met you.
I'm not gonna let you live just because you're buttering me up.
Damn it!
I like that one.
I mean,
Your hit dice will still be...
Thank you! Nobody ever likes them. Everybody
that was
was
a good one. I like that one.
I stole it from a TikTok. Thank you.
Oh, wow. No, honestly, that was a really good one. But your hit die will still be your hit die.
Damn.
Now, without further ado, let us blow this house down.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Thank you.
Cue the theme song! Walking down a sunlit road with a brilliant green forest on your left and an open grassland on your right, the air smells of fresh clover as spring has entered the land in full swing. It is a peaceful day with a light breeze blowing lightly along the interstory highway that leads to the city of Grimbrothers, where the annual Bardic Inspiration... Yes, let that hit.
I know. Give me a moment. This is Grancel and Heddle all over again.
It is the city of Grimbrothers.
Grimbrothers.
Yes.
I have to write that down.
Yes, you do. Where the annual Bardic Inspiration Festival is about to take place. The festival goers look forward to this every year as they get to go and see all the up-and-coming artists share their works of poetry, of music, of great saga performances. There is something for all to enjoy. Walking along the path, we see three travelers who have found they are all making their way down the road to the great city. Though their individual quests are their own, they have decided to journey together. Among the newly formed party, we see a Haringen striding with purpose, with a spark in his eye of someone who has been haunted by his past, Who knows what that could be? Perhaps a broken heart. Perhaps a broken instrument. Kai, Jimothy, please, can you introduce your character?
Sorry, can we
Yeah.
let that sink in? Whatever that was, that introduction. That was a story. I would like to throw away my character and just follow this for the rest of the time. Please and thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, Jimothy is a big, large hare with just walking along. His shadow kind of trails behind and like kind of morphs as if it's like not quite following his movements. And he's holding a keytar on his back that is completely snapped in half. You can see like the little electric cords like kind of ripped apart, and like every once in a while he'll like sadly look down at it and press one of the keys and it goes just like a really terrible dead keytar sound.
Is this the character from that Hop movie?
You know, I haven't seen it, but possibly.
Except I think in that one he wants to be a drummer.
Oh yeah.
Not the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, no, not a drummer. This one's yeah, Jimothy Lightfoot really wants to be a keytar artist, but clearly can't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he's just strolling along, looking very sad at his broken keytar. Every once in a while, he just keeps like pulling it in front of him, and then like you'll see like his eyes well up, and then he puts it back on his back. And, yeah.
Welcome, Jimothy. And walking beside Jimothy is a Verdin in a well-tailored suit carrying a briefcase and a tumbler mug of coffee in his hand. Shep Grimothy, please introduce your character.
What?
Yeah,
What is happening right now?
very tired. Just the caffeine running through the system, but still looks very tired. Small, in comparison, very small. Looking, a very well tailored suit, kind of green skin. This suitcase that kind of rattles next to them, holding this cup of coffee. There is a on the belt has like a thing of business cards, and the business cards say Grimothy Bickett, fairy tale frontman at law. No relation, or please don't ask about my relative, as he is meant to be a cricket, but he for legal reasons cannot say his true last name, and is sipping his coffee, tired, and ready to see what happens.
What is happening right now?
I tell you guys, this was the most perfect assortment of characters that you created based on the story. I can't.
I swear to God, Fish, if you come out here with Timothy, I'm going to lose it.
You're all good. I did not, in fact, come here with Finothy.
Oh,
But
thank
Fish,
God.
consider that you could do a last minute rewrite
Fish
Yeah,
and change
you
the
turn it-
name.
Right
You
now.
could really quickly.
I could.
Fish, you want to?
But I think my current name is foreshadowing, so I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh my God.
Fantastic. Welcome, Grimothy. And next, we see a young girl gazing at her surroundings in delight and marveling at the beautiful day, though she is walking slightly behind the others and keeping a wary eye, not getting too close. And Fish, Ursa, please introduce your character.
Ursa is this girl. She looks very young, a bit too tall to be like a kid. So she definitely looks like she's grown, but she looks on the younger side. She's got lush, curly blonde hair that reflects the gold in the sunlight as she leans into the support of this wooden staff The staff is made of this knotted, curved wood and is capped with a blue crystal of some kind. And as you look down the staff, you notice that there's crisscrossing claw marks all the way up and down the sides. And she's looking at kind of all the foliage that lines the path and is grinning with her whole mouth, all of her teeth bared for the world. She has canines that seem a little too big for her mouth, and the other teeth seem a little bit too sharp for a human. But she's just kind of keeping her distance, and she seems to almost be skipping. Like she has a lot of joy in her as she's looking around at everything that surrounds her.
My Ursa, what big teeth you have.
Interesting.
Wonderful, and welcome, Ursa. So right now you guys are just walking down this path. It's a beautiful day. Everything is wonderful. The excitement is palpable as you are all going towards the city.
Of Grimbrother.
And Grimbrothers.
The best city name ever.
Truly.
It's on the interstory highway. It's the most direct path. Did you not get the interstory because it's the Grimbrothers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I got it now.
Yeah. So you are all walking along down this path, and as you continue down the road, an odd sight comes into view. Just to your right, over on the grass, is a toppled-over carriage that is smoldering slightly, with its doors hanging precariously from its broken hinges of the ruined vehicle. It looks as though there has been some sort of catastrophe, a crash, that led to this carriage being run off the road. Painted on the side of the carriage in vibrant red and gold metallic paint, you can read a sign that says Red Hood's Bakery. And as you all get closer to the crash, you see a face, just a small face, pop up from the toppled over driver's seat, bench, and Trinity. Can you please introduce your character, Tobias?
Yes. Rising from the smoldering carriage, you see a tiny man, in stature, but not in might. He has burned bakeries to the ground, punished the pastry houses, cremated any and all creameries, pulverized the pie places. With the strength of 1,000 warriors, he fights the endless battle against non-baked races. The BGMK will never fail! The BGMK will never fall! The BGMK will prevail! Vive la breadvolution, my brethren! Tobias is a 3-foot-tall bunt cake with black and white icing and a cartoon face.
God.
You see, he steps out of the carriage, like, dusting his hands off and, like, brushing his shoulders. He goes, "Woo! Hi! It's been a while since I have worked in the field."
Hold on, just gotta rewind real quick. I'm sorry, did you say 3-foot-tall bunt cake?
I did.
Okay, cool, just making sure I heard that correctly.
Yup.
Hello. Did you, burn down this carriage?
I think the better question is, are you a cop?
I feel like I legally need to call this one in. But what's happening?
Ursa, you start hearing like a very loud like sniffing noise. You look over at Ursa, and Ursa's got her like head tilted slightly up in the air and is like sniffing, very much like in the way that like a dog would when they catch like a scent of some kind, and is trying to figure out whether that's like has to do with what we're here for, or if all she's smelling is the bunt cake.
Tobias is looking at this child that's clearly looking to eat him, the man who is clearly a lawyer and a rabbit, and is like, listen, it's crazy. See, okay, I'm listen, here's the thing. I'm from this bakery. Like, they baked me this morning. And
Oh, wow.
some crazy masked fellow came and ran this carriage off the road and ran into the said carriage, killed the baker, and brought me to life. And I just woke up this morning, and them's the truth. That's the truth.
Do we see the baker around?
Yeah.
Can I insight whether that's the truth or not?
Yeah, you can roll an insight, and Trinity roll a a deception.
What? I mean, persuasion.
That's a 22.
That's a 17.
13?
Yeah, it's very clear that Tobias is not telling the truth.
So, the
as
baker.
for the baker, you don't see anybody else around. This whole cart has been abandoned. If you want to do like an investigation check, you can as well.
I would, but before I do that, I'm gonna squint my eyes and start like slowly walking closer to this butt cake.
Tobias like raises his hands in like a fighting stance.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate too, and I'm just gonna like take out my keytar and just hold it pointed at Tobias, because Tobias is making me a bit nervous.
Alright. I just was born this morning, so I don't know what's going on.
You're very eloquent for a less than a day-old infant.
Thank you. I take that as a compliment.
I think what Ursa's gonna do is she's gonna start circling Tobias in the way that like when you imagine like a panther or something circling like a tree or a prey or something, like she's circling Tobias, and as she's like sifting around the stuff that's around to do her investigation, but at the same time is like very much keeping like third eye on Tobias, like kind of stalking around in a circle.
Tobias just pulls out 2 daggers and is
Oh my god.
He's just holding them, but he's like, he's not taking, like, he's locked eye contact with Ursa, and it's just like, somebody's gotta make a move first.
I will say, if you've locked eye contact with her, you'll notice that her irises have enlarged. Like they visibly enlarge as you're looking at her, and the pupils stretch into a weird animalistic kind of iris. Like it doesn't look like a human iris anymore.
My Ursa, what big eyes you have.
You have some big eyes there, my friend.
I'm very quickly realizing the assumption that's being made about Ursa, and it's you know, I really should have seen this coming, but I didn't. I really didn't.
That's okay. So you can roll your investigations if you would like.
Mm-hmm.
Nat 20.
That's...
The funniest part is, Tobias has the highest investigation, but has left the carriage and doesn't care about it anymore.
I've got a +0, so that's only a 20, but...
Mine's a good 8 minus 1.
Nice.
So...
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So, Jimothy, my deepest apologies. Jimothy, you don't see anything really. It's just this carriage that's smoldering. You're kind of a little bit distracted with this sentient bundt cake, so you're kind of keeping like half attention on Tobias as you're looking.
Mm-hmm.
And Ursa, as you're circling around this smoldering carriage, you see that there are little tiny itty-bitty footprints in the grass that look to be made out of icing sugar, as if other baked goods had run away from the scene, but there is absolutely no trace of the driver.
What the hell happened here?
You hear a loud slurping noise of a coffee cup, and you see Grimothy's has taken out a book from the briefcase and is not holding the quill. The quill's moving by itself and writing what's happening down and like locking eyes with Tobias.
Ursa uses the end of her staff and points out these footprints. And as she does so, she seems to stagger in her balance before she like regains her balance. But it looks like one of her legs did a weird. And then she kind of regains her balance and continues pointing out the footprints.
Yeah, and the footprints look to be leading towards the city of Grimbrothers.
Grimbrothers. I'm not gonna lie, it took me way too long to realize what you meant by that, and I felt too bad, like, voicing my understanding of the joke now that it's everybody else was like, I got it, that's so funny, ha 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 ha, and I'm here just going like, oh, sure, yeah, so funny, I don't know what this means.
It's the city of Grimbrothers on the Interstory Highway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah, very normal names.
I just got caught in traffic, don't worry about it, I got there in the end.
No, that's super fair.
I think if
I'm gonna go over to Tobias and be like, so I guess it looks like you don't really have a way to transport anymore. Your carriage that you were in was apparently attacked by a random man who brought you to life.
yes,
I
think he was a witch.
I see. Well, if you put away the knives, if you put away the knives,
Tobias puts one away.
Ursa grunts at you.
Tobias grunts back.
All right. This is getting heated, I see. But
You kidding?
know,
We're best friends now. We're going out for tea on Thursday.
Of course, I 100% believe you. But yes, if you put away the knives, I'd be willing to, give you a ride over to the city if that's where you're going.
A ride on what?
I don't know, presumably me. You can, sit on my head if you want, as long as you put the knives away. I don't want knives on my head.
Ursa just kind of cocks her head in confusion. As you're like, I guess. She's just like, what?
Well, I feel like I turn around and start defending myself, getting really defensive. I feel like a cookie's gonna have a hard time walking to the city. They have itty bitty legs. It's gonna. I'm just being nice, guys. I'm just being nice. Come on.
You look back down. You look back down, and Tobias is gone. He has dead sprinted 40 feet immediately.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Can I
just
try
go.
to sprint after them?
He's not. No, he just.
Yes,
he
you
stopped.
absolutely
He does stop. He just sprints an egregious distance away and then just stops and is still holding the one knife and is like, to the city.
Jimothy slinks into the trees, ashamed, and just walks in the shadows.
Timothy will walk over to Jimothy and hold up the coffee cup if he wants to. He wants it.
Yeah, I could use some coffee actually, thanks. I'm kind of hungover. Takes a really big drink.
What does this rabbit get up to?
Oh my gosh.
And Jimothy will follow Grimothy over to the city.
Timothy and Jimothy are following.
Yeah, Ursa, as she kind of picks up the pace and starts walking, but as she goes, her arm suddenly just into a giant bear arm.
What?
As she's
Hey,
holding
what?
onto the staff.
Furry arms you have.
And then after a little bit, it kind of
Hey.
back into a human arm.
She has the right to bear arms.
That was awful. I hate you. That was so bad.
Alright, well, this has been fun. Bye, guys.
Listen, my Uber is actually outside. I have to go.
I seriously, I adore you guys. This is, I'm actually dying. All right.
We are to the city.
You are going towards the city. Fuck. Further along your walk, this is great. No, you cracked me. I'm having a good time.
Good.
Further along your walk, you begin to hear the sounds of great shouting. As you get closer, you see a massive black wolf standing bipedal, wearing blue jeans and an unbuttoned black and red plaid shirt. He is screaming at a large pile of straw that is scattered just off the road, so on the grassy area. And he yells, "You won't get away so easy next time, you filthy pig! I will be back, and then you'll really see a house blow down!"
And
then the wolf runs. Hold on. And then the wolf runs. The wolf runs into the forest and disappears into the trees. And Jimothy, can you please do a history check?
Oh, okay. That's a 9 minus 1.
Oh no!
So an 8.
You have this, like, very slight, like, whoa, what just, like, something just sparked a memory, but I can't actually retrieve the memory. I have no memory. But something flat, like, there was something, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
I feel like I recognize something about this.
Jimothy is working. Are you gonna give yourself a headache?
I already have a headache. I'm gonna give myself 2 headaches.
Double headache!
Yeah.
Headache with advantage.
Headache with advantage. Oh,
Ursa.
so you are approaching. Oh, yeah.
I was just gonna say, Ursa very intently kind of stares at the direction in which the big wolfy thing has gone, and seems like she kind of wants to follow it that direction rather than talk to all the people in town. Like, in the way that she's standing, that looks like the direction that she's more motivated to go towards, and is kind of waiting on the cue of everybody else, but is longing for the woods.
You do see Jimothy's, like, grabbing his guitar really tightly and kind of, like, staring off into the forest. He goes, I kind of want to figure out what's going on over there.
Alright.
We going?
Into the forest? After the wolf?
As soon as anybody goes, yeah, we're going in the general vague direction of the forest, Ursa's gonna take off in the direction of the wolf.
Oh, whoa. Why is everyone so fast here? Why is the cookie sprinting and why is the bear lady sprinting?
As Ursa starts running as well, she fully transforms into a bear and just starts, like, quadrupedally running.
Huh. Alright, well, I start hopping after them. Stop it!
Was
Okay.
that directed at me?
Yes.
That was so knee-jerk. That was so funny. Stop it!
The bear puns,
man.
you just do them right away. It's so.
I have actively Googled bear puns on my phone. I have
Oh
not.
my
Those
God.
I see.
are my own.
Oh my god.
I haven't yet.
Trinity.
But I might.
That's really
Oh
good.
man. Okay. So you guys are all trying to run after the wolf.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sprinting.
Do you want to inspect the straw?
I mean, I was
You
going
run
to.
after the wolf?
I was going to, but then everybody wanted to run after the wolf. So I.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow Ursa, cause like I don't have like a real strong need to go into the forest, but I just have an urge.
I think Tobias will like take 2 steps after Ursa, and then go. And then she transforms into the bear. He'll go, whoa, no, and then run back to the straw.
I will follow. I don't want this bump cake to be out of sight, so I'm going with the bump cake.
I'm
Okay.
gonna start rooting around in the straw.
15 minutes in and we're already splitting the party.
fantastic.
This is great.
Yeah.
This'll end well.
So Ursa and Jimothy run after the wolf into the woods, and you see very quickly that he's gone super far out of sight, and you can't actually see really like what direction he's gone. The trees are quite densely packed together, so it's very difficult to kind of navigate through this section of the woods. And yeah, he just kind of like has gotten out of your sight. Like he looked like he ran really, really fast away from the scene. And then as Grimothy and Tobias are approaching this pile of straw, you start to see small movements shuffling the straw away. And it's revealing a little pig wearing a tan cap and a gold link chain around his neck. And the pig looks incredibly surprised and shocked. And as he gazes up at you two, he starts to burst into great sobs, and he just runs up, and whoever's closest, so I suppose Tobias, you're the closest, he just runs up and grabs onto your leg, and he's just wailing in sobs, and it just sounds like his whole heart has been shattered. And definitely Ursa and Jimothy, you can hear these just wailing, keening sobs coming from back by the straw, and it's just like
Mark that down as another sound that Sam makes in this series that does not pick up on Discord.
Yep.
It happened
oh my
again.
god, it's just where
I feel like Tobias has like this look of utter disgust on his face as he like turns and looks at Grimothy and is like, please take it away, get it off, get it off.
Well, I will if you'll tell me if you crashed that truck.
Sam, did I crash that truck?
you yes you
Okay,
did.
I thought so. Okay, what if I told you it technically crashed all on its own? I just changed its GPS to go straight into the forest. So it followed the track that it was supposed to. That just happened to crash it. So it technically crashed itself, if you think about it hard enough.
Yeah, that's enough for me. We'll have a very interesting conversation later. Sure. Hi, my friend. Are you okay? I pulls out a business card. Grimothy Bickett, fairy tale frontman at law. What can I do for you? Are you?
I didn't say talk to it. I said get it off.
Hold on.
So the pig, through his tears, he chokes out, and he's grabbing your business card, and he like puts it under his cap, and he just like cries, big bad wolf, you have to protect me from the big bad wolf. My name is Stuart. Please, my brother Rupert, he lives just up the road. Would you please take me to travel to him? I'm so scared. I can't be on my own, please.
Okay, can you tell me what happened with this big bad wolf? What happened to Rupert? Or not?
No, my brother, I need to go to the safety of his house, but the wolf, he blew my house down and he tried to eat me.
Okay. Can you put down the bun cake first?
Okay. And he like scurries back. Will you help me?
Look over at Tobias.
Tobias is wiping himself down with a wet wipe. Silence.
Yeah, alright.
I
Curious to see where this goes.
guess over with Ursa, I look over and go, I guess we should go see what they're up to. What the crying's about?
Ursa's gonna huff, and try to suss out the potential path that this wolf may have taken, if she can.
Yeah, you can roll a perception.
Okie doke. 21.
Oh my god.
This dice is being nice to me, and I'm taking it because it's never been nice to me before, ever. In the history of ever.
No, for sure, take it. So you can see, based on sort of like this wolf was just like booking it, he did not give a shit. So you can see a bunch of different like broken branches where he was like just like exiting the scene and just like disappeared super far into the forest. You can see like the path that he took. It's like not really like a zigzag, but you can see he's clearly going towards a destination. And so like through the trees you can see that it's sort of like straight forward and then a very like sharp horizontal line to the right and then further down.
I'm gonna Ursa just kind of like huffs and nudges in the direction of that path and kind of makes eye contact with Jimothy, I think is the one that's with me, right? Okay, makes eye contact with Jimothy and just has this look in her eye of like, absolutely not, I am following this wolf.
Okay. Hold on, let me just like run over real quick and tell him we're going, okay? Jimothy.
She grunts in, fine.
Jimothy starts like hopping over to the town really quick. Runs up to the guys. It's like, hey guys, Ursa and I are gonna just go follow the wolf, okay?
All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
Godspeed on your quest.
Do you need more coffee?
What? Who? I would love more coffee. Also, who's the pig?
My name is Stuart. Please don't leave me here. Please don't leave me. I need to go to my brother Rupert. Please. Please don't leave. Please don't leave me.
What? Guys, what do I do?
Run.
Okay.
Please help
I start
me,
hopping
please.
away really, really quickly. Back over to Ursa.
As soon
Stuart.
as you... Sorry?
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as soon as you make it to me, Ursa is going to grab you by like the clothes and just like hoist you over on top of their back and then full sprint in the direction of this wolf. Because
okay.
She's got a 35-foot walking speed normally, so her dash is 70 full feet of movement. Just whoosh.
Why is everyone so fast? God damn it. The cookie and now you and the wolf, everyone's fast.
I just want to look to Stuart and be like, Stuart, please, Stuart. You gotta listen. Let me get through it. Listen, Stuart, as someone who has also been deeply, deeply affected by a wolf. My cousin was killed by one. Eaten right up. Just like that. You have to get over it.
What?
You have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and get over it. And that is real life hacks with Tobias.
This is
Follow
the most
me.
deeply unempathetic, pathologically lying bunt cake I have ever seen in my life.
Would you expect anything less from a bunt cake?
I'm gonna be honest, I expected more from a bunt cake.
I'm gonna lean into Tobias and say, what are you doing?
Listen, we're not gonna get anywhere with this guy if he doesn't pull it together a little bit. And this is how I work. So let me work. And I just like pat him on the ankle because that's probably the highest point I can reach.
Oh, that's very
And I go,
frustrating.
Stuart. Stuart, listen. We've all got baggage. Your house blew down. My cousin was murdered. Grimathy is named Grimathy. We all have stuff. Keep it together, Trinity. There is nothing we could do about the way things happened in the past. There is only the future. And the future is now. And the future is you. And you are in control. So pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and let's go meet your brother.
I feel like you've said this.
Roger.
So you're gonna take Rupert.
Rupert, that's what I said.
So
Listen.
you're gonna take me?
You're gonna take yourself, Stuart, and we are gonna come with you. Let me hear you say it. You are gonna take yourself.
I'm gonna take myself. And the pig stops crying abruptly and composing himself and looks hopefully and is looking so grateful and saying, "Thank you so much. Here, I'll lead the way. I got you."
Mr. Stewart,
Rice like turns around and looks. No, go ahead.
Mr. Stewart, what did the figure mean when he said that you wouldn't get away with this?
What do you mean?
No, just never mind. Never mind.
That he said that I wouldn't get away.
Oh.
I didn't let him eat me.
No, you did not. And that is something to be proud of. Round of applause for Stuart.
Grimmy's not clapping.
Oh my gosh.
So we'll follow him to Rupert's house, I guess.
Yes,
Worst
you will.
Speech to
for
work
this
so well.
And in the forest, you guys are chasing after this wolf, and you find yourself being led back towards the road. And as Tobias and Grimathy are also walking down the road to Rupert's house with Stuart, who's just like happily jaunting, just like a happy pig now. And you guys are on a great chase, Ursa and Jimothy. And you all make your way up this road and find that there is now a broken down house of sticks burning brightly against the horizon. And you see that the wolf is there, and he's chasing another little pig who is wearing overalls and black knee-high leather boots, holding a frying pan and screaming for the wolf to stop. And the wolf looks to be in a rage and is shouting at this pig, "The house is burned down, pig! What now? I will get you, and when I do, you're going to be cooked and served!" And so all of you are sort of like rushing on both ends, Jimothy and Ursa from the forest side, and Tobias and Grimathy and Stuart up from the back side. And this wolf is just chasing this pig around and around, and you are all rushing forward. And little pig Stuart is just looking up and just trying to hold back from the party, and looks like visibly shaking and appears to be in terror and is saying, "Please save my brother!"
Stuart, hold firm.
Ursa, upon seeing this sort of altercation, is going to try to stick herself in between the pig and the wolf. But, like, facing the wolf
the pig.
to try to talk to the wolf.
Yeah.
Seeing
Oh,
this,
the wolf is, like, not having any of it. He just, like, instantly will try to slash at you as soon as you walk into his path.
I will headbutt him.
Just fantastic.
Full force body tackle via bear.
Let's both let's do opposing strength
Okay.
for that.
Okay.
To see if you can like knock the wolf down, and then we'll do and then I'll do an attack roll to swipe at you. So we'll simultaneously kind of do that and opposing strength.
Okay.
And then we'll roll initiative.
Sounds good.
Seeing this,
Fantastic.
does Jimothy remember anything more?
Roll another history check. Now that but with advantage because you're right in front of this wolf.
All right.
You can do it.
Okay, one of those is a 14 minus 1, so a 13.
Oh my god.
Jimothy, you recognize this wolf. You recognize you are transported backwards in time to a tavern and a stage lit by candlelights coming up from the floor. You recognize the jeers. You recognize the smell of stale ale permeating the air. You see your keytar being smashed on the floor. You see a wolf laughing in your face as he topples out the door, clearly intoxicated. And you are back transported to the present, looking into the eyes of the one and only Big Bag Wolf who broke your keytar and shattered your dreams.
You're the asshole! You're the guy who was at the tavern! Ah! And I would like to rage.
Wait.
Please do, but hold on. So Ursa, what did you get for the opposing strength? I got a 19.
I got a 21.
Okay, fantastic. So you do knock this wolf back, and I'm also going to do, and you can roll for a headbutt. I don't know if is that a standard attack or do you?
I'm not trying to headbutt him to injure him. I guess headbutt's part of like the
Oh,
tackle.
just to knock him back. For sure.
My intention here is to hold him down so that he stops. And also to kind of protect him from any potential other actions that could be happening to him. Like, my intention is to just be like, calm down, my guy!
Yeah. Okay. So, and then I'm also going to roll to see if I hit for... That's not even close to a 17. So he didn't scratch you. You headbutted him. You knocked the wind out of him. And so he just, went down. And you're kind of, looming over him as he's laying prone. And
I think I've just about forgotten that Jimothy is still on my back. Because I am now so whatever you would like to do with that, go for it. But I've fully forgotten that Jimothy's on my back, and I'm just looming over this wolf to just kind of keep him subdued.
Yeah, Jimothy, roll with it. You get also a surprise opportunity situation kind of going on here.
All right.
You went into a rage.
Yeah, so Jimothy starts absolutely freaking out, and his fur starts waving in the air and raising up kind of like a cat that's getting spooked. And his shadow starts detaching from him. And apparently, according to this D8 I rolled, my keytar starts glowing blue. And I take my keytar and throw it 20 feet at the big bad wolf.
Yeah.
So that's a reckless attack, so anyone will have advantage on me after this. So that is a 20 to hit.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and then that hits him, and then my shadow picks it up again and throws it back 20 feet at him for a second attack.
Fantastic.
That one is only a 10 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay, so first one hits, which is going to be 8 plus 16. I should get out a calculator because I can't do math.
24.
Yeah, 24 damage.
I also can't. I have a calculator. I keep
got
track
you.
of the combat.
Just yell out numbers and I got you.
Yeah, so 24 damage on that as they throw the keytar back and forth. And then... Yeah, that's the turn.
Fantastic. And Grimothy and Tobias, is there anything you want to do as all of this is also happening? Is all simultaneous, and then we'll roll initiative for proper combat.
I think Tobias is reeling from the fact that his speech to this pig worked so well. Could I make an insight check on that as to... Tobias is very self-centered, let's be very clear. So he's like, what did I say that inspired this pig so much? And I need to replicate it.
Yeah.
So I just want to make an insight
roll
check
an
into
insight.
the pig. Oh, fucker. What's my insight? That's only an 8. Damn.
You know what? Just the whole speech. You just have so much confidence in yourself to rally the troops and to inspire the brethren that you feel so secure that every single aspect of your speech was exactly what was right to say. You're so
Facts.
confident in yourself.
Couldn't have done
It
better,
all worked.
even if I tried. Alright.
Not a little bit.
I think Tobias will just start,
Okay.
like, casually strolling towards the wolf, intent on, like... I don't even know. He's, like, he clearly, like, he understands that he probably, if he walks slowly, will not get to attack this wolf, because everybody else will also attack it, and he won't get the chance. But he is just, like, walking towards this wolf, and is, like, slowly taking out knives to get ready to attack it, but will not attack it, like, immediately.
How many knives does this bud cake have, and where is it keeping them?
Not enough.
Just
Hey,
each
dinner,
slice
you
of
can
this
find
bun
out.
cake is kept apart by a different knife.
Oh my god.
Like a wheel of knives.
Oh
Yeah. Knives.
The,
no. Alright, Grimothy, what are you doing?
The house is still aflame, is that correct?
It is, the sticks are aflame, and this other pig, Rupert, has sort of like, now that the wolf is subdued, has started to run over towards his brother Stuart, and is just like huddled and just like watching in horror as this is unfolding.
I think Grimmy will say, this is not gonna do, and is gonna start turn a page in his like really big book that should not be as big as it is, start to write something, tear it out, and let the wind take it, and as the wind takes it, it goes closer to the house and folds into a ball until it becomes colder and colder and colder, and I'm casting Fireball and using a sorcery point to transmute it into cold damage. And I just want to strike what's nearby, but isn't going to hurt the house, but enough that colder wind will come and snuff out the flame, hopefully.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure. You do that, and it works. The flames start to die down, and now it's just like little plumes of smoke. You hear the sizzle as the cold touches the flame, and it just douses the flames completely. And now it's just little bits of smoke rising from the ashes of the sticks.
Hey, Shep, how would you like to put out this flaming house? I don't know. Fireball!
More flames.
Fight fire with fire. And now we are going to roll our initiative.
Alright.
All right.
I'm so happy that this dice is being so nice to me today.
Let's fucking go.
What'd you get?
I think that's one of the highest initiatives I've ever rolled, like, in everything we've ever done in FeyFinders. Like, season 4 included. This is the highest initiative I've ever rolled.
What'd you get?
Fantastic.
I got a 22.
Dang.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Got a 24.
So, Tobias.
God,
All right.
Oh,
okay.
okay, never mind. Jimothy. And then Tobias.
Yeah.
And then Ursa. And then the wolf. And then Grimothy.
This is
All right,
such-
Jimothy.
This is such a group.
Jimothy is gonna pick back up the guitar and yell, like point it at the big bad wolf and go, "What do you have to say for yourself? Why would you do that?"
He growls and he just looks at you and he says, I have anger issues!
Wait, what did he say?
He said, I have anger issues.
Oh. I heard angry shoes.
Angry shoes.
Jimothy
Those
shouts.
two.
Jimothy shouts back, "Well, I don't have shoes!" and throws the keytar at him again. Okay, that is a 22 on the first attack.
That'll do it.
And then he's gonna go again. That's a 9, which I assume doesn't hit.
No, unfortunately.
But you know what? Jimothy is really pissed about that shoe comment that he made. So he's gonna use Unleash Incarnation, and his Shadow's gonna take an attack too. Which is an 18.
Yeah, 18 will do it.
And then Action Surge to attack. And then Unleash Incarnation one more time to attack 2 more times. So 19. 12.
12 will not hit, 19 will.
Alright, and then another 12. So that's 3 hits, I believe.
Yes.
So that's going to be... Ooh, 2 10s on the d10s. Okay, 25 plus 16 times 3. I have a calculator this time. That's 73 damage.
Whoa!
Fantastic.
Jimothy's just really pissed and just tossing this keytar back and forth between himself and his shadows. How do you like my shadow puppet show now, you asshole?
Your keytar was always mid.
No!
Yes!
Each time the
Alright,
keytar hits, it
Jimothy.
makes just like a really sad, like, sound.
Was that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Tobias, what are you gonna do?
Bonus action. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna disappear, which is a... Oh, yeesh. Okay, so I rolled a 4, but that's still a 17. Because sneaker. And then I will attack from hiding. Obviously, with I'm gonna yeet a dagger at this guy.
Yeah.
That
And
is
a 17 does hit.
No, that was my stealth to hide. I just got a nat 20
Oh.
to hit.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay.
Nat 20 to hit, hell yeah.
Yup. So that is... And that... Thank God I did a bonus action hide, because that is 10d6 for sneak attack.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
6,
Rogue crits are the best.
7, 8, 9, 10. Alright,
Y'all are gonna really hate what I end up doing on my turn, and I'm not sorry about it.
Uh-oh.
Splitting the party. This is why. This was the reason. I was like, please. Because literally, Kai, you messaged me and was like, hey, I want to have beef with the wolf. And then Fish messaged me and was like, hey, I want to be a wolf sympathizer. And I was like, please.
This is
do
gonna be
that.
so amazing.
Alright, that is... Sorry, I'm just adding it all up on my calculator. 47!
Nice.
With
Hell yeah,
a
get the wolf.
Points of damage.
With a singular knife. I'm
Yeah.
My 47.
47 damage.
He's looking so fucked.
Yeah, that's Tobias's turn.
I love you, small bakery man!
I love rogues. I love rogues so much.
They're so good.
He's looking so bloody and so bruised and so, like, just beaten and just disheveled as fuck. Ursa, what are you gonna do?
First question, is Jimothy still on my back, or did Jimothy hop off of my back?
Oh yeah, I've been on the ground for a while.
Okay, cool. just checking, because I wasn't super sure. Ursa is going to kind of stance up directly on top of the wolf, kind of using her body to block any other people trying to come in, and will use her daunting roar to try to frighten everybody that's within 10 feet, which is everybody that has attacked him so far.
Haha, I'm 20 feet away because I can throw my guitar.
Yike. Well, it's gonna try to frighten Tobias is what I'm gonna try to do.
Are you same with the wolf? The wolf is also going to be frightened?
Yes.
'Kay.
Until the end of my next turn. but-
Wisdom?
yeah, it's a wisdom.
Is this technically a spell? Like a magic
No,
thing?
it's a feature.
Ah, son of a bitch, I have advantage on those. Oif.
The wolf got a nat 20, so the
Nice.
wolf
Yay.
is not frightened
Wolf is
in the
fine.
slightest.
Cool.
Tobias is spooked.
No,
no.
Tobias.
He's
And
spookied.
so you're now frightened of me until the end of my next turn. And then I'm gonna turn back to the wolf, and Ursa's arm kind of shrinks back into a human arm. So now it's just a bear with a single human arm, and she's gonna cradle his face and cast Cure Wounds at 4th level. Which is
Goddamn wolf sympathizers.
22 points of healing.
That's so nice.
And
He's
then
looking a little bit better.
and then I think that's my bonus action and my action. Yeah, and then she's gonna stand up on 2 feet, because now she only has 3 bear arms, and is gonna start like posturing against the rest of the party.
All right, bear with me.
No.
Oh.
Stop it.
Oh my goodness. All right.
I shall not.
And that's your
actually.
And now it is the wolf's turn. So this wolf, looking bloody and bruised and beaten, he just looks up at you, Ursa, with so much respect. He puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Thank you so much for your kindness. I hope you will continue to express it a little later, but would you do me a solid and cover my back as I retreat into the wilderness?"
I nod.
"Thank you. I respect you. I will see you again." And he looks at the rest of you in just disgust and resentment. And as he sprints towards the forest once more, and he yells over all of your shoulders to the little pigs as they're cowering behind, and just looking so sadly at this smoldering, smoking pile of burned sticks that once was Rupert's house. The wolf announces, "This was the last straw, you pigs! When I see you again, I will see you soon, and mark my words, when I return with everything I've got, you little protectors won't be able to save you then."
I would like to note that Ursa, while she is posturing against the rest of the party, looks like, oh, you shouldn't have said that. Like she looks like that one friend, like when you've got like a drunk friend and you're just like, don't do it, don't
text your ex.
don't do it. Like that's the expression she's got on her bare face, even though she's like trying to hold off the rest of the party.
He says one more time before he disappears into the foliage, "You will be cooked and served."
Legal documents, because this is a lawsuit.
Since my shadow is right next to the wolf, can the shadow get an opportunity attack?
Oh, go for it.
Alright, let's see if this works.
Wait,
One
was the
might
shadow? Does the shadow also have to make a roll?
Shadow's
against
immune to conditions.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
That is a 18.
18 hits.
This might ruin pacing a little bit, but I have Sentinel, so its speed becomes 0.
Oh,
Oh gosh.
he just straight up falls to the ground as he's just entered the foliage. And he just collapses.
That is 25 damage.
All right.
Oh wait, sorry, no, it's 15.
15? That's okay.
All right, he's still
He's entered the
still alive.
foliage. He's still alive. He's still alive. That was because of the healing. Thank fuck. So, the big bad wolf has run away and collapsed in the woods. You can see that he's trying to crawl and claw his way away, but he's just so incredibly, just like, cannot even. He's just having a real bad day.
Timothy's
having a
like,
bad day.
that's what you get when you break a guitar.
If we're still doing combat, if we're still wanting to continue on trying to kill the wolf, it is Grimathy's turn.
Grimathy's gonna do something. It's not necessarily trying to kill the wolf, though. Grimathy's going to his quill, this like very fine fountain pen with like a feather on the very end of it, is moving on its own around him, and he sends it upwards and starts drawing like these 6 stars that glitter in the sky, almost like the fairy of yore, and they start getting closer. They start getting close, and they just become balls of fire. And Grimathy casts Melp's Minute Meteors as a quickened spell.
Ooh.
Okay.
And you just see these like big chunks of rock that are a flame circle around Grimathy above him, and then is readying a firebolt with his hands in like the gun motion. And looks over to the pigs and says, "What did you do to piss him off?"
We didn't do anything. Please save us from the big bad wolf. We just want to go to our other brother Drew's house because the wolf is gonna go to him next, and we just know it. And we should go there and be safe in his house. It's made out of bricks, and we'll be able to keep the wolf out. And he lives just up the road. Can we please just go to Drew's house, please? Please, I hate this. I hate it here.
I'd like to hold my action for Firebolt until there is aggression from either the pigs or the wolf. May I make an insight check on the pigs?
Yeah, what are you like trying to look for?
What's their damage?
I want to see if they are being genuine in their sobs or if this is a charade.
Charade.
Sure.
Charade.
Like
Ooh.
genuine in what they're saying through their sobs, or like that their like tears are falling.
Yeah, genuinely saying through their sobs that this sobbing, the tears that they're spreading is not just an act.
They're not crocodile
okay.
tears.
Yeah, they're not crocodile
Yeah.
tears. I got a 22.
They can't be crocodile tears. They're pigs.
Hey!
They can't be pig tears.
Yeah.
I have rolled a 22.
Ooh.
Oh, Sheppy. They're genuinely wanting to go to Drew's house, but there's certainly more here that they are not telling you about. You notice very distinctly that they specifically evaded the question of what did they do to piss off this wolf.
Okay. May I instead not hold that firebolt after realizing that and shoot it next to them?
Yeah, you're not trying to hit them, you're just trying to hit the ground beside them.
Yeah, the ground beside them.
Yeah. You don't need to roll to hit a stagnant surface. You can just roll for how much you singe the grass.
Okay. Let's see. 14 points of fire damage. My God. And
Yeah.
will singe the
The
ground.
grass burns.
Yeah, the smoke will come up from the finger. We'll blow it out and say, "That's strike one. Don't lie again." What? Not lie, but what's the deal? Answer the question.
Please, can we please just go to my brother's house? Please, please, we hate this, please. He's just so mean. He keeps knocking on our doors and he's just being so mean. And all we're trying to do is live our lives and we just want to, please, can we go to Drew's house, please?
Gang, what are your thoughts on this?
Jimothy screams.
Ursa looks like she's about to smack Jimothy. Like, that's where she's at. She's fully about to just paw to the face.
Tobias is right now terrified of Ursa, obviously. He is now questioning his speech abilities. His pigs. Where he's like, do I really have the mental energy to make another speech to these pigs?
Could my general demeanor, clearly against what their goal is, be intimidating enough to motivate them to start saying true things? Because I am a bear that is now pointed back at the people that they're putting their faith in to protect them.
Yeah, like, the thing is that they're not lying.
I would like them to say more explicitly true things. And I think they know that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, they just keep repeating that they just want to go to Drew's house. Like, they're just in such a state at this point, and they're starting to, like, really let the fear seep in, and they just keep saying, like, please, can we just go to Drew's house?
Alright. Pigs.
I was trying to decide if I wanted a character trait of this bear person to be that they're a vegetarian just for, like, the fun of it. But no. This bear likes pigs.
Getting ready to eat pigs.
I'm getting very ready.
Oh my god.
Alright, pigs. Let's go to Drew's house.
Please, let's go to Drew's house, please.
And Tobias is going to start, like, very, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, following after them, clearly mistrusting them. Of, like, okay, let's go to Drew's house. He's still holding one of his knives. Let's go to Drew's house. Drew short for Andrew?
No, it's just Drew.
Damn, that's... okay. Damn. I did not expect that.
Has the big bad wolf already run away, or is he within line of sight?
Well, he's just kind of like in the woods, fallen on the ground. You can see a puff of tail, but because Jimothy made his movement 0, like on his turn, he can't move again until it's his turn because we're still technically in active combat.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
Yeah, you can still see a little bit.
Never mind. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Are we letting the pigs lead you towards Drew's house, the house of bricks, or are we?
Jimothy's still running at the wolf.
Well then Ursa's also running at Jimothy. Like.
Yeah.
Okay. So Grimothy's turn is done. It is now Jimothy's turn.
Jimothy yells at Ursa, "Why are you protecting that Keytar Smasher?
You stupid judgmental person.
He broke my Keytar.
Just get it fixed.
You get it fixed." I throw my Keytar at Ursa.
How big is the Keytar?
Oh.
Just as a question.
Okay.
It's a halberd.
Oh.
Like it's a halberd reflavored as a Keytar, so quite large.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
So
figure something
usually
out.
we don't do friendly fire, but I feel like because this is like poignant,
I am okay with it here.
we're deciding to.
If
I don't
everybody
have to
else
do
is
it
okay
if
with this
everyone.
here. Like I am okay
Yeah.
with this sort of interaction happening.
Okay, if you're chill with it, that's fine.
It's
Let's
also going to
press
be like a
friendly
very.
fire.
It's a very like weak throw. It's like a you get it fixed and just like a little flimsy toss, not like a full on halberd toss.
Yeah.
So that's a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
But he's just gonna do like a little hilt bump, so no actual blade. So that is, I guess that would be one plus 3.
Non-lethal damage.
So four bludgeoning damage from just being like, you get it fixed then, and then
no.
just stomps away.
I would like. I think it'd be really funny if like it nails her in the head, but just like her head doesn't move. It just like cracks against it and falls down. It's such a small amount of damage. That like it hits her, but it's just like you've punched a wall. Like it just she's still coming at you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the Keytar smacks you, just falls down, and then just Jimothy goes over to a tree and starts crying on the ground, like crouches down and just cries.
Oh no.
You broke my Keytar. I was gonna be a super good performer, and he just came in and started bullying me. Now I have a broken Keytar and I can't play things anymore.
So
And that is the end of Jimothy's turn.
Fantastic. Are we still doing combat now?
Kind of. So the halberd is. I just looked it up so that I could get a semblance size. The halberd is about 5 to 6 feet long. The part that is broken, would you say that is under a foot large?
I don't know. That's a really good question.
Is the
Sam,
break
how
itself-
big would you say the snap is? Like, I'm imagining it like a Keytar. Like, if you just imagine a Keytar and then just like the piano bits like snapped in half and connected by wires.
Yeah, I was thinking that it was snapped in half, so then it would have been like 3 feet on each side, because if it's like
But
a
like the
6
break
foot...
itself is only fits within like a foot by foot square.
Yeah, it would be like 3 feet by 3 feet, because it's like it would be broken like in half, so it's still like 3 and 3, because it's like a Keytar. So if it's in half, it's like 3 and 3.
So I guess my question is like if I were, it's like if you have like a stick that's snapped in half, the part that's actually broken is fairly small. It's just that the rest of it is large, like the actual like break bit.
So you asking like the
Like if I were to
like-
hold the two edges, like two bits together, the part that actually has the damage, could I cast mending on it? Is basically what I'm asking.
Oh, like the actual snap itself, like
Yeah.
where it connect. Yeah.
Okay,
Way
okay.
less than a foot. Way
Okay,
less than a foot.
cool. I'm not gonna do that right now because that takes a minute to do, and I am more intent on like looming over Jimothy, I think. So I'm going to oh goodness. Based on how the wolf fell, is it safe for me to assume that if I give the wolf an extra turn, they're gonna be able to sprint off into the distance?
Yeah, because they
Jimothy-
still have health.
Based on Jimothy's pose, he's done fighting for now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Ursa. Okay. All right. Sure. Ursa just kind of. I think I'm gonna take this moment to do something cinematic. Ursa falls, kind of like trips on her foot and falls into this roll as she falls out of her bare form and falls into like a person and just starts rolling like head over foot and ends up on her butt and just kind of gets up and like brushes herself off and then turns to walk over to the Keytar. And I'm also done fighting. I was gonna cast Mending. That's the second we hop out of combat.
For sure. So you can cast Mending right now and be doing that, and the wolf will kind of like really shakily start to like pick himself up and limp away and just like make his way deeper into the forest. So you successfully mend the Kitar. We can sit here for a minute while you're doing that.
If we are at an initiative and I can still see the wolf before he fully limps away in the distance, as long as he's in 30 feet of me, I'd like to use one of my abilities called Bastion of Law to create a ward around a creature, and I'm essentially sending one of my notes over, and I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points. I'm at 3 now, to give him 2d8s. In case he gets hit, he can reduce the damage by 2d8 until the next long rest.
That's really kind. Fantastic.
So Ursa finishes mending this Kitar, and she picks it up and she walks over to Jimothy, who you said Jimothy was like just kind of hunched over by a tree.
Yeah.
She walks up to you and she's looking down at you and she just holds out this Kitar.
You fixed my Kitar?
Not every giant furry thing is evil. She hands it off to you and pivots on her foot to walk towards the pigs.
Jimothy looks at the Kitar and then sprints over and hugs Ursa.
She does that thing where like you know when someone isn't used to like contact and they just like freeze up and like ball their fists and just are like, I don't know what to do here. What is this? That's how she reacts. She just kind of stops moving and is like, if I stay still, eventually this will stop.
It doesn't for like a full minute. Jimothy's just like sobbing into her shoulder.
I'm fully picturing, since Ursa was walking away, that one scene from The Office where Steve Carell hugs Will Ferrell from behind.
No, exactly. That's exactly what's happening.
He just he swoops his arms around and just holds him from behind, and like neither can actually turn into the hug.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly
and
what's happening.
Michael just whispers to him. He's like, "Why'd you have to be so damn good?"
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what's happening. Ursa just kind of waits until Jimothy like loosens his grip, however long this takes, and like with every passing moment, like she's just like, I don't know what to. At some point, she just kind of goes, guys, what do?
After like a solid 10 seconds of this hug, Tobias just kind of like looks over to Grimothy and is like. I was gonna say cocks his head, but he doesn't have one. So like
just the whole
he,
butt
like,
cake
tilts
sideways.
Tilts his whole body and is like,
Wait.
should we leave them to it and follow these pigs?
Sorry, wait. I've been picturing Tobias as like a gingerbread man made out of bundt cake. Is Tobias a bundt cake?
Just,
like not
he's just
no
a
head?
full cake.
He's a bundt
just
cake.
A full cake.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, he's not made out of bundt cake. He is a bundt cake.
Huh.
Like, he has a hole in the middle of his body.
I see.
He's Tobias the Bundt Cake Man.
Right. Just like
I was wondering why you kept calling him a cookie. I thought it was just for the jokes. I was like, he's technically not a cookie. He's a cake.
Yeah, no, I was imagining like gingerbread man cookie. But
You're thinking of my cousin.
Yeah.
huh. This really changes this entire thing for me. All right.
So as you guys are preparing to get ready to go, you also see that Rupert has thrown the firing pan that he was holding into the pile of sticks as you guys are preparing to start following them down to Drew's house.
Just to jump back to this hug, because I think this is hilarious. At one point, as it nears the end, Ursa's just gonna kind of like there, pat your head on her shoulder, just like that.
It does, you know the little thing like when you pet a cat, its ears go like sideways? Mm-hmm. Does that with the rabbit ears.
Oh my god.
Goes sideways.
That's really cute.
Ursa really doesn't know what to do here. Like she doesn't touch people.
You saved my career as a musician. Thank you. All right,
Jesus.
now I can go back to inspiring people with my music. Jimothy backs off from the hug and starts playing a very mediocre riff on the guitar.
Very mediocre.
Oh.
Yes, it's not very good.
Hey, follow your dreams, kid.
Ursa smiles slightly to herself and then starts walking by.
You know, I fall back to walk with Jimothy. We go, you know, I went to business school. Follow your dreams, kid.
I thought you were
Follow your
born on
dreams.
that.
Thank you, I will.
I thought you were born on that truck.
I did. I was.
Yeah, weren't you born this morning?
I was. What are
So
you
you went to
implying?
business school?
How long do you think business school takes?
It makes sense. It really does. It really does.
Like, legitimately, how long do you guys think business school takes?
Longer than a couple of minutes, I would hope.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah. No, they know what they're talking about. I think we should.
Yes.
I haven't gone to
bundt
business
cake?
school, so I think they're right. Yeah.
Moral of the story, follow your dreams. And we are gonna follow those pigs. Aha! Segway!
You make your way down the road and you hear loud bass as if music is playing incredibly loudly and is meeting you sort of as you're walking along the road. As you approach, you see a 2-story brick house with a smoking chimney and a group of pigs stumbling out of the house, whooping and laughing as they are heading down the road towards the city of Grimbrothers. That is now visible in the distance. It looks to be about a 20-minute walk away from this brick house to the great city. You walk up, and the 2 little pigs just run into the house, not waiting to see if you have followed them. They rush into the door and find their brother Drew, who is wearing a magenta sequenced shirt and sunglasses, lounging on a beanbag chair, sipping from a glass of whiskey from what looks like a crystal cup. The whole place looks to be a mess. There are cups and streamers left askew on every surface. The house smells of sweat and drink. There is a bubbling jacuzzi in the corner of the room that looks to be very murky. And over by the fireplace, there is a cauldron bubbling with what looks to be a very oily veggie broth. The music is still booming so loudly, you are unable to hear anything, even your own thoughts. Stuart and Rupert are sitting on beanbag chairs next to their brother Drew in deep conversation, and Drew looks annoyed, but not as stressed and frantic as Stuart and Rupert look. Drew raises from the beanbag chairs and walks over towards an island bar and closes an ornate gold box with jewels encrusted all over it. He turns to you all, still sipping from his glass of whiskey, and nods. Enchanted music box. Plays whatever song you tell it to. Very good for the party vibes. Welcome to Casa Brickbreaker. I'm Drew, your humble host. And he bows. What? And I have to say, thank you for bringing my bros here. They are definitely not as equipped to deal with the big bag wolf situation, if you know what I mean.
Castle Brickbreaker?
Okay. I'm feeling Ursa's rage right now is what I'm feeling. The first thing that I do here is walk right up to Mr. What's-His-Face and shut the music box in his hands.
It's already closed, my man. What are you doing?
Wait, so is there no more music?
No,
Yeah,
I
that's how
closed
he's
it.
talking
The
to
ornate
us.
golden box.
Oh, bet. Then I'm just gonna walk up to him and look him dead in the eye and just go, what did you do to him?
Whoa.
I am actively trying to intimidate this little pig.
Oh, for sure. Roll an intimidation.
Casa Brickbreaker.
Casa Brickbreaker.
Sam, how do you do this? Where, like, just one thing and my brain no longer can compute. Like, I'm like, it's like a full, like, it's like you hard reset my brain. Where you'll say something and I'm like, what?
It's the power of storytelling, my bro.
Casa Brick Breaker.
Yeah.
It's one of those
The
things where
brick
it's
house.
if I had thought that up, there's no way I would have been able to keep it to myself. I'm like, I would have had to tell somebody.
No, it's Casa Brick Breaker, okay? Take a beanbag chair, grab a whiskey, take a jacuzzi dip.
There is no.
Anyways,
amount
what was
of
your
money.
intimidation roll?
22.
Fantastic, I'm fucking petrified of you. I'm gonna take a step back and adjust my glasses. So the deal is with the big bad wolf man, he has been terrorizing us aggressively for the past couple of weeks. Not having a great time of it, but the party must go on. You're snarling. This is not good.
I didn't ask what he
cool.
did. I asked what you did.
Yeah, why is he so mad?
All we gotta do is party hard. Take the vibes.
Is this like
Party on.
Does the wolf is the wolf the HOA?
Yeah.
No, of course not. He's our fucking landlord, my guys.
There we
He's
go.
the land. What did?
We found. We got it.
Have you not paid rent?
No, of course not. Of course not. That's not what this is about. I'm fucking loaded. Can't you tell?
Then why is
He
your
just doesn't like
land?
the party vibes.
Oh, you are just causing disturbances.
Of course
Why?
not. Of course not.
I mean,
That's why I asked about the HOA.
we keep it chill.
I would just like to note that both the straw and the stick houses were destroyed.
Oh yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We got the Casa Brick Breaker.
This is like the opposite of chill, dude.
I'm
like-
going to lean further into
Weird.
this pig.
In such a weird universe, this pig is like my type. I don't know what to
And
do
at
with this.
that, at that, a sudden sharp knock comes from the door, and you hear the wolf's muffled voice slightly as he yells, little pigs, let me in!" And in unison, the pigs all respond, "Get fucked, Garrett!" And you-
Can I slap Mr. Casa Brick Breaker himself, please?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You can do that. Don't even have to roll for it. Don't even worry about it. Just do it. And as you're doing that, you hear a second voice coming from the door with another knock and saying, "Drew, this is Michelle Sharpner, lawyer and attorney at law. You are required to open the door. We have the eviction papers." And Drew looks over at his brothers as well and is just like, ugh, and nods and like saunters over after you've slapped him to go and open the door.
I elbow Grimithy's calf and just go, "Oh my god!"
There's more icing. Why is there more icing?
Did you want me to roll damage for the smack, or?
Yeah, go for roll
Okay,
damage.
because I rolled max damage on that, and I get fancy things because of my bareness. So my hand turns into a bear paw as it just thunk the side of his head for 7 slashing damage.
God damn.
Oh, stunning. So his glasses are torn askew, and he like, "Oh, whoa, this is not the vibe. That was really harsh, and now I have a scratch on my face. How rude,
Good.
you bitch."
I'm elbowing
walks over.
Grimithy, and I'm like, yo, Michelle, do you know her?
Not all lawyers
Grimithy, you
know each
would.
other.
You would
Oh,
know
would I?
Michelle.
Oh, okay.
All lawyers
Yeah,
know each
you
other.
Lawyers do know each other.
Never mind. All lawyers
This is
know each
fact.
other.
You would know Michelle is a gray wolf who is
She's the baddest
Michelle Champer. Michelle Champer, and she is like one of the top competitive lawyers in this city, and you have heard a great deal of how brutal she is at court.
Yeah, she's a great lawyer. I mean, I don't think she'd be taking a job if she didn't feel strongly about it. Like,
Can I make an insight check to see if Grimathy's into her?
Yeah. Grimathy, are you into her?
I gotta make a roll real quick.
That's a nat one. I rolled a natural one. No matter what you say, Tobias is full convinced you are head over heels in love with this woman. No matter what happens right now.
Well, I mean, so, DM, how long has it been since we've walked up that hill, walked up to get to Casa Brickbreaker?
Probably a good 10 minutes.
Dang. Okay. I'll say you're now legally obligated. Can you? You know what happens if you don't leave, right?
If they don't leave this house? If they don't leave Casa Brickbreaker? Oh my god, he's Ken. I get it now. I get it now.
Oh my
I just put it together.
But he is not pig enough.
Big
He's
enough.
not pig enough. He's not.
Oh God.
He's just Ken. Oh my god. So what happens when they leave? If they don't leave this house? No, actually, I don't know what happens if they don't leave this house. What happens?
If they have the eviction papers, they can get enforcement to take them out eventually.
Oh, Michelle's gonna get enforcement, huh? I almost gasped.
So much. It's sticking to me. What?
That's what icing does. Michelle.
Ursa, Jimothy, what do you want to do?
I'm still leaning over this pig that I have just freaking slapped in the face, and I'm just going to go, it's me. I'm enforcement. As I I'd like to imagine like I'm fully leaning over this guy, like he is like leaning back to like not be in my space. Like I'm as in his space as I can be.
I am looking at Ursa and just following all of her cues, so I'm standing right beside Ursa doing the exact same thing.
They're still knocking at the door, and Drew's trying to go and open the door.
I'm gonna go open the door, be like, Michelle, guess who's here?
As soon as you open the door, Garrett, the big bad wolf, just storms in and looks around the place in shock and disgust at the state of this house. Michelle is standing just outside the door and walking in quite slowly, looking down just to make sure she's not stepping anything yucky. And she is a gray wolf in a full business suit, walking up to Drew, and she just doesn't even acknowledge anybody else in the room and just hands him a large file titled immediate eviction. And Drew just grabs the papers and tosses them onto a stained coffee table that's just kind of off a little bit away, and just looks up at Ursa and is just still I don't know what to do right now.
Get out.
And then just outside the door as well, you can see that there are two other wolves dressed similarly to Garrett, who are waiting there looking like emotional support backup if needed. And they're just looking in through the door. And seeing around the room, Rupert and Stuart are nowhere to be seen.
Huh.
No.
Bitches. I lean against the door, somehow have sunglasses have appeared, and I just drop them and be to Michelle and be hey, have you met my friend Grimathy?
She just looks over at you, and she looks over at Grimathy and just does the eyes up and down. It's yes. And just turns back over to Drew to deal with this situation at hand.
I give Grimathy a thumbs up and a wink.
Grimothy's just looking confused, just still trying to wipe off the icing, giving Michelle a little nod, confused, scared.
as soon as Garrett walks in, Jimothy holds up the keytar and goes, "Look, dude, it's fixed," and goes to hug Garrett.
Garrett just looks like so just deflated, and he goes and he just like picks up Jimothy and gives him such a tight hug and says, "I've been going to therapy for my anger management issues. I promise. I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said earlier. Your music's not mid. I'm just having a bad week. I'm so sorry about your guitar, man. I'm so sorry."
It's all good, man. I forgive you, and I hug him. And then I go, just for that, just because you said it's not mid, I'll play you a song while this goes on. And
that's okay. We can wait until later. Oh, never mind. Okay,
he doesn't listen. He turns around and starts playing a very mid song.
I like to imagine it's like that. Like he is playing like a fairly good song, but it's like where you play it really slowly because you have to like think about it.
Yeah.
So you're like bounce, 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 bounce.
And you can see like he goes up against like a wall so that his shadow's projected behind, and his shadow starts dancing, but also very mid. So just the entire thing is like really mid.
I love that.
Oh my gosh. And he just like, you can see his eye twitch as if he's like trying really hard to restrain saying anything, and just tries to offer you a slow clap of like, "That was really good. Thank you."
As you're playing, I'm gonna like lean over and just give you like a pat on the shoulder and like cast guidance. In the hopes to make it slightly less mid.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, Jimothy's just going to be providing a very mid backing track to this whole interaction, so, that's it. He's just out of the conversation for now.
We've got tunes now.
Can I try to find Rupert and Stuart?
Yeah, you can go and investigate the house. And while all of that's going on, Garrett's just walking up to Drew and being like, "You guys all you didn't pay rent on time. You've been messing up the whole properties. Your one brother used inappropriate air conditioning ventilation for his house and it blew down, even though I provided cold stones, but he had to have a wind on his face and blew the whole thing down. And your other brother didn't use the appropriate kitchen supplies because he burned down the house, and now it's all in ruins, and now everything's a mess, and he just had to use his fucking frying pan in the middle of the house because he said he had to have an open flame because he likes the char of a fresh fire. And now you have just made my whole residence just an absolute mess, and I cannot believe you've done this." And Drew just looks at him. And Drew's just looking at him like, "Yo, you don't give us like 24 hours notice whenever you're gonna come by. You just kind of like pop through the door. Like you literally just show up unannounced to do like property inspections. You're just a horrible landlord. Do you understand this? You literally are so angry all the time, and you just like can't even knock. Like we're just trying to live. And also 15 gold for fucking straw is unreasonable in this economy."
Ursa's gonna look at what's the lawyer wolf's name again?
Michelle.
Ursa's gonna look at Michelle, and then at Garrett, and then back at Michelle, and just go, "Can I kick him out?"
Please do.
I will pick is this pig up by the scruff and just carry him out the front door.
Whoa, careful of the magenta sequence shirt. It's dry clean only.
I'm gonna make it a point to use my bear claw to poke holes in this magenta sequin shirt.
This is
for grit.
I have to go to a tailor.
Jimothy plays really epic music over Ursa doing this.
Just gonna drop him on his ass in front of the door and then close the door in his face.
But it was a Tuesday. Tuesdays are for the brunch and the boys. How could you do this to me?
Tuesdays are for the brunch and the boys. Please, Sam. You're killing me.
Trinity, what was your investigation to find Rupert and Stuart?
26.
Oh, fantastic. You go upstairs and you find the most disgusting bedroom you've ever found. There is like takeout boxes all over the place. The bed has not been made. There's not even a sheet on the bed anymore. It's just in a clump at the corner of the bed by the foot. And like the pillows are just no pillowcases, and there's dust everywhere, and it smells questionable.
Oh no.
And you just see these two pigs sitting in the corner, just huddled together, like, okay, so he prepped the hot oil, right? Like, we were ready to like go down fighting, and like, oh, the stack of bricks is in the corner. We just gotta make them think that we're so cute they won't even worry about us. Make sure you cry. Have you cried all of your stuff out yet? No, I'm ready. Okay. And then they look over and they just hi, we're so scared. The wolves have come.
I was just looking for like roses for Grimothy to give Michelle, but I don't think there's flowers up here. There might be some type of foliage growing though. What are you guys saying?
Who knows? We cultivate our own food sources because we're so poor because the wolf charges us extremely unaffordable prices in rent.
Listen, let me tell you guys something. And Tobias will like put a leg up on the bed and like just like take a full like superhero stance and be like, when I was a little kid. Hold on, I can get through this. My dad used to tell me something. He used to say to me, Toby, your cousin lost. Alright? Your cousin lost. But you, Toby, you're a winner. You're not like Gingy. You're a winner. Alright? And right now, looking at the two of yous, you guys are losing. You're losing big time. You're not winning. Be winners. Be not losers.
Does that mean we should go and get the hot oil and spill it on the wolves?
Was that your plan?
I mean, yeah, that's how our fairy tale goes, didn't you know? That's the real Grimm Brothers version of the ending, is the wolf gets boiled in a hot of oil.
If I, Sam, looking at these two pigs, do I really think that they could do serious damage if I let them pop off?
Oh no.
If you let them pop off, roll an insight.
Like, if I encourage them to chase their dreams, should I be worried?
Oh,
Roll
no.
insight? That's a
Yeah.
16.
16? Man, these two pigs look like they're at the end of their rope, and you've just inspired them. They look like they have death in their eyes. That they are bent on causing irreparable damage. That oil that was bubbling in that cauldron, that has a purpose.
I am about to make a roll.
Oh
And
no.
you guys pick...
Are we all gonna die? Are we gonna be
No.
CPK'd?
You guys pick evens or odds.
Odds?
You guys pick. Odds? Okay. Okay. I look at these two and I go, Rupert, Stuart, you can do anything you put your mind to.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Go get the hot oil.
No.
Fuck yeah! It's brunch and the boys' day!
Timothy,
And they run
wait,
down
not
the
Timothy.
stairs.
Tobias.
We can't
I
hear
rolled
that,
an
can we?
18!
We can't hear that, can we?
Tobias, no.
They go and they run down the stairs and they are prepared to fling oil. They run straight down to the cauldron and they are preparing for combat.
Okay.
And they intend to kill you all.
Can we see them
Tobias,
where we're
no.
at before they throw the oil, or
You know what? I will give you the chance to stop the oil.
Okay, please.
What are you gonna do?
Well, if I can see them, I'm going to cast Wrath of Nature at their feet. Because I don't want them to go anywhere. Unless that direction is out. And it makes it harder for them to move around and it deals damage to them.
All right.
But I wouldn't do that unless I spotted them.
Yeah, no, they are running down the stairs. You all are just standing chatting about what their punishment is going to be and how they're going to be served with community service, and they're going to be sent to the displaced Fairytales shelter home, where they will be cleaning up the houses of those suffering from poor story adaptations. And and that is their intended compensation to the wolf, because they aren't going to pay him. So that's going to be their punishment, and they're going to be evicted to help displaced Fairytales.
Okay.
And you see these two little pigs run down the stairs, hell-bent on just burning it all down with everyone inside. And how are you going to react?
My reaction is going to be casting Wrath of Nature, exactly like centered on them. My ears perk up at hearing them, and immediately I cast this at them. Basically, all of the vines and weeds and stuff that would potentially be kind of between the bricks are gonna just poof up and start turning into really difficult undergrowth. It becomes difficult terrain for my enemies, so them.
And what's your spell save DC?
15.
All right, both of them failed.
Okay, so then both of them take 46 slashing damage from the whipping vines. And one of them has to make a athletics check against my spell save DC, or they become restrained by the vines.
Oh, that was a big fail. They are restrained.
Yeah.
16. And so they both take 16 slashing damage. And
oh, fantastic.
And then the one is restrained, and then it can use an action on its turn to try to make another athletics check against it. And that's what I'm doing. As soon as I hear them, I'm just gonna go nope, and just the whole it's like the stairs come at them with all these vines and stuff and make it very difficult for them to move. So only one of them is restrained, and the other one has to go through difficult terrain.
And honestly, once Rupert sees that Stuart has been tripped, has fallen, has been encapsulated in vines, runs back to his brother and says, "Stop! No, how could you hurt him like this? Let him go! Let him go!" And he just completely forgets about the oil, because if those two brothers aren't doing it together, then they don't want to do it at all.
Oh, how sweet.
You see Tobias just strolls down the stairs as regal as ever. Just very slowly stepping down the stairs. He's got not a big smile, but a very fulfilled smile on his face.
What did you
do? He just walks down the stairs. I did what I do best. I inspired.
So, as these pigs have been restrained, are crying and pleading, you just hear the door open again, and one of the other wolves who had come with Garrett goes over and just picks them both up and is like, "I just want to be done now and go back to the tavern, and oh hey, cool guitar player, hi.
Thank you.
Looks like you got your thing fixed. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so good." He starts crying.
Yeah.
Tears running down his face.
All right, well,
love you, man.
hopefully we'll see you at the tavern too. I fucking love you too. Brunch for the boys at the tavern.
Hell yeah! Woo! And he gets so pumped that he smashes his guitar onto his knee, and it snaps.
Oh no!
No!
Having let go of concentration on Wrath of Nature as soon as the other wolf picked him up, I'm just gonna sigh heavily and slowly walk over to Timothy. Just gonna give it here.
So you fix Timothy's guitar once more. The house starts to quiet as Garrett just looks in just so upset at his houses and tells Michelle, can you make sure that my houses are some of the ones that they have to fix on the displaced fairy tale shelter home, where they have to clean rooms and then they can just work on carpentry stills. Poor adaptations aside, those are very serious conditions, but poor story adaptations will have to wait until they fix these houses. And Michelle just nods, doesn't say anything, just a really curt nod, and starts sauntering out the door. Kind of looks back at Grimothy and does once over once again, turns back to the door, and walks out.
I have a husband.
Tobias, you nearly killed your ship.
Huh?
You nearly killed the two that you're shipping.
They wouldn't have died. They're pigs. Come on. It would have been fine. If anything, it would have been more romantic.
Ursa kind of like how you nudge your friend with your elbow and just go hey. That's what Ursa does to Grimothy.
Tobias is on the other side also doing it.
I mean, that's really cool.
Timothy goes up and copies Ursa.
I'm married. What? Wait, there's a lot of elbows. There's so much elbows on me.
I pat him on the back and go, divorce is always an option.
I'm married.
And with that, the pigs go off to go and help at the displaced fairy tale shelter for poor story adaptations, and the wolf gets his house fixed. You all end up going to the city for whatever your purposes are in the Grimm Brothers city during the Bardic Inspiration Festival, and that's where we're going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for playing.
God.
That was amazing.
That was so funny.